Jon, how are you feeling after that? How well do you feel you matched Chelsea tonight in that game?
Now, we're always disappointed with the result, even against a very good Chelsea side. We're disappointed to get out of the cup. We knew before the game there was going to be an enormous task with this young squad. I thought we dealt quite good with it. We stayed in the game for a long time, especially in the first half. There was some moments where we could have been dangerous, where we were lacking decision making. And of course, the big moment with probably the penalty in the first half. Goals change games, decision change games. Just beginning of the second half, we probably had the biggest chance in the whole game, where we could have scored. But in the end of the day, I think the Chelsea were much better than we were. But it was a great challenge, and I think our fans would be proud of this young Rover team playing against a top team in Europe. The millionaires from the Premier League against the young guns for the Championship, and do a challenge and an effort like this. I think the boys would learn a lot from this game.
Yeah, the oldest player in Rovers starting 11 tonight was Lewis Travis at 26. So
Old man, huh?
Well. So what's the biggest takeaway then from this, and how can you take this on into the Championship?
Now, first of all, when you play at this level, you need to make decision quite quick. The intensity is high. The decision making needs to be right, and I thought actually we had some great attacks on the ball as well. So first of all, we will learn about that. Then we will learn about the sharpness in defending, what costs goal, what costs chances. So I'm sure that this young group will take a lot for this game.
Is there a slight disappointment that both goals were mistakes?
Yeah, but all goals are mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that. Football change. Players make mistakes sometimes. I think my players had a great effort. I think they had a great performance against very good players.
Do you feel good about what we've seen tonight from your team then?
100%.
Just a few things to clear up. Hayden Carter went off just after Chelsea scored the second goal. Is that another injury situation you've got to deal with?
Hopefully not. You know that they have a stretch squad, have a young squad, and not the biggest squad as well. So hopefully he's fit. He can't play in the weekend because he got his 5th yellow card the other day. But still, hopefully he's ready for this coming game against Preston as well, a local derby the week after.
And more minutes for Niall Ennis and Sigurdsson off the bench, of course. Obviously important players for you in the next few weeks. Ennis in particular, you'd think?
Yeah, but also to see Harry Lena get minutes in his legs again. A young boy, learning a lot. So that's also why I'm proud of my player, coping with this level, coping with the quality of the opponent.
Just one final point, Jon. The 3,000 Rovers fans here tonight. They obviously back you over land and sea. What did you make of that turnout on a Wednesday night? It's a long way to come.
Yeah, amazing.
From Lancashire.
I thought they were behind the team. I thought they were incredible. I thought they were satisfied with the effort. Disappointed like we are with going out of the cup, but I thought the backup was excellent, like they've been a lot of times as well here in London.
You won't shy away from the tactics and the style that we've come accustomed to, the attacking football and the brand of football. It doesn't change, does it?
No, I think if you saw how we can play football, a very clear way of playing football against a good Premier League side, then we are doing a lot of good things at Rovers.
Jon, you probably need a little bit of luck to get a result when you come to a place like this, and you didn't quite get it with a couple of the referee decisions, particularly the handball in the first half.
It's true, you always need a bit of luck when you're playing against a team who's on another level, because Chelsea is of course an excellent team. But still, we also need to be honest, they were better than we were. Nothing wrong with that. They should also be better than we were.
How pleased were you with how you defended your 18-yard box in particularly in that first half? They didn't really have a lot of clear-cut opportunities, did they?
No, I think we was coping with the first half very good. So it was of course disappointed to concede a goal at that set piece. A bit unlucky. And the second half, during the second half, you saw that some legs were getting tired because they're playing against very good players. But we should be proud of this performance for Rovers.
The chance for Harry, maybe if he's a little bit more match fit and he's in full flight, perhaps one he could get on target, because as you said, that was your best opportunity, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Sigurdsson also got a goal in the end. I thought there was a couple of moments where we needed to do better in the first half, especially on transition, where we were running with the ball too long and making not the right decision. But it was two good chances, those for sure.
And you've spoken so much about creating value at Blackburn Rovers with the style of football, with the brand, the identity that your team plays with. Is nights like tonight, although the result not how you've gone, the way you played, not coming here, playing in a low block, trying to be aggressive on the front foot, that's how you develop these players, isn't it?
No, every Premier League player can play football, who can defend as well. Otherwise, there's no reason to buy my players, and those boys can do both.
Thank you.
Any more, guys?
Could you just confirm who wasn't available, who was unfit for you?
Oh, that's a good question. I was not ready for that question. And of course, Tom Hyam, one of the more experienced players. My oldest player is 28 in my squad. There's one of my more experienced. Ryan Hedges as well. Sam Gallagher has been out for a while. Then we have Sam Barnes, Ashley Pearce. So a couple of players. This is also why it's great to see all those young players get an opportunity to develop. And Sammy Smott is of course my top scorer. Hopefully he'll be ready for the weekend.
You mentioned it was a very young squad out there today. How important are nights like this in developing young players, developing cohesion within a young squad?
This is a very good question. Extremely important, because normally you don't get this match at this level in the championship. You don't need to make the decision extremely quick. Of course the championship is a good league, but this is the highest level and the best league in the world. So for my player, I think they have learned a lot about decision making on and off the ball. And those nights, that's why I think the cup is extremely important for Rovers, because those nights you can learn a lot, especially with a young squad.
Jon, sorry, I didn't quite catch earlier, but I wonder what you made of what looked to us like a penalty shout in the first half with Gallagher and the handball. What did you make of that?
I should have you as a referee, please. You have seen it. Very good. Everybody saw it.
So why do you not think you got it? Why do you think you didn't get it?
Because you were not blowing the whistle.
Sorry?
You were not blowing the whistle.
I was busy with my laptop. But I mean, at a moment like that, those can put Chelsea on the back foot. They could change games, those things.
Decision making, small moment, decide football games. We all know that, but we shouldn't forget that Chelsea had plenty of chances as well.
Jon, Mauricio Pochettino said in the programme before that he was sort of expecting your players to, battle for every ball. But do you think you maybe surprised Chelsea a bit with your bravery on the ball and the way that you soaked up pressure, but you certainly tried to play every time you got the ball as well?
Yeah, and I think we actually played around them a couple of times in an excellent way with 1 or 2 touches, winning 1 or 2 seconds, great movement, great rotation. I want brave player. I can't use player who's not brave enough, because then they will never be a better football players.
And just one on Adam Wharton, then obviously he's been out for a while, but came back and tonight, shone on, I would say, didn't look particularly out of place in a big stadium like Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, Adam on the ball, he has a Champions League level. I've been in Champions League, played myself, I coach in the Champions League, so I know what you need. He's still young, so he needs of course also to develop the rest of the game. So that could be defending, but Adam played an excellent game.
Sure. And a big one now for you in the Championship on Sunday against the Norwich team, a little bit out of form. You take a lot of positives from tonight into that game.
Yeah, but we should also take a lot of positive to the rest of the season. I think cup football is extremely important. You have one country in the whole world where you have all the tradition, and there's England. There's the UK, there's England. We shouldn't forget all the tradition. So I think all the cup runs we had last season, or almost the semi-final in the FA, and now a good run. We had a good run in the Carabao Cup as well. So hopefully we get another run in the cup, because there's a good opportunity to create value, which we need at Rovers, with young players, but also so we can learn on the job.